Hello everyone. Today we're going to start off with the next Omicron quest. I think we've got one more after this one, but we might be almost done with the storyline. This next one's called, oops, I gotta undo scroll lock. Yeah, mostly Heartless, so that means we got two. We got this one and the next one to go. Although this will mostly, I think this one is gonna mostly wrap up the storyline. So let's go ahead and talk with N7000 here and get started. Last time I believe we handled, which race did we do? The dragons. Yeah, we went and talked with the dragons and were able to give them a little bit of hope and a little bit of taste of home after we went over to Annex Shrine and talked with Vidofnir. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to N7000. Mostly Heartless. It is possible that your projections regarding the consequences of the current mission were insufficient. Uh-oh. Reports from behind the counter indicate that dragons have achieved social integrations with other customers. This is ideal. Have you seen them in Elysian? They're flying again. Goodness, I'm so happy we could help. To my eye, it looks as if you were at least as popular as Last Stand now, albeit with more divisive clientele. I'll let you be the judge of that, though. Shift protocols engaged. Huh? What's that about? Well, let's head up to Last Dregs and see if we can find out what N7000 is talking about. N7000, you okay? Our cup overfloweth, metaphorically speaking. Literal beverage overflow is nominal. And I guess it is getting pretty busy around here. Ah, I love the smell of carrot coffee in eternal twilight. What? Carrot coffee? Okay. And look at all of the contented customers enjoying our cuisine. It is more than I could have ever imagined when I proposed this idea. This unit is struggling to generate areas for improvement. Are all cafe objectives now complete? I suppose you could say that, though it is a strange way to view one's accomplishments. Why do you ask? In accordance with the directive of all Alphatron registered units to live, this unit's mission is to assist fallen civilizations in reclaiming lost hope through simulation, soup, or other means as necessary. It appears that has been accomplished. If so, then this unit must complete its performance evaluation immediately. Performance evaluation? That sounds dreadfully dull. Rather, yes. Nevertheless, this unit must adhere to standard operating protocols and analyze the results of our cultural preservation efforts. Evaluation results will determine whether this unit may continue to embrace the familiar inertia of the current mission. If all potential objectives have been fulfilled, it will once again consign itself to hibernation. Audible gasp. Allied units may wish to know that in-turn evaluation indicate the latter result is likely. This unit has collected more than sufficient data proving that, with the appropriate simulation, even despairing life forms may once again hope. No further research on this subject is required. Logically speaking, to continue along the current trajectory would be a waste of energy. You're really fluffing my fur right now. It's like you weren't even listening to my lectures. Plural! We're finally at the point that we can operate the cafe without one civilization or another and reinviting the apocalypse, and you want to kick the bucket? Come a little closer and I'll kick it for you. This unit gently reminds the screeching life form that Omicron decision-making algorithms do not prioritize emotion. Well, they should. This mission will never be about experimental data, and you know it. Waste of energy, my furry arse. What? A little lower and swearing is hilarious. Our feelings matter to the Dynamis. They matter to the universe. So why don't they matter to you? Makes a good point. This unit does not know what to tell you. Fine, be that way. See if I care. This unit will proceed to base Omicron to back up unit data before shutdown protocols initialize. Additional personnel changes may follow, but Stigma 4 will minimize disruption to CAFI operations. This unit acknowledges the non-zero possibility that it may return, but at least for the moment, it leaves the last dregs in your capable appendages. Farewell. Did you want to go after it? Have you moved past the anger stage yet? That's a bit mean. Did you want to go after it? I don't know. Oh, this is horrible. We can't let N7000 enter a permanent hibernation. What will the cafe do without it? What will I do? All right. I'm calm. Now, how do we stop it? Even if we can catch up to it before it reaches base Omicron, I doubt it will want to speak with me after my outburst. Well, I guess I'll have to go do it. You go alone then. I'll take the time to gather my thoughts. Deep breaths, Jammingway. Deep breaths. Well, let's go after the Omicron and 7000. See if we can convince him not to deactivate himself. Hello, idling unit. Have you seen N7000? Request for personal data acknowledged. Scanning recent automatic transfusions of internal processing logs. Transmissions, not transfusions. Unit N7000 assist the logical process records of SIR and has been engaging in analysis and projection related to the same. The operational protocol governing these peculiar actions cannot be determined at the time. This unit wishes you pleasant speculation. So he doesn't know where they are. What about you, perimeter patrol unit? Request for location data acknowledged. Searching base Omicron monitoring logs. Sensors detected N7000's progress toward the Fallow portal. Calculations indicate it will have proceeded past the empty portal toward the limit of Ostacron decahexy by the time code at which the organic life form can catch up. That doesn't sound good, but let's make our way over there. This is where Sir was hanging out, if I recall correctly. Or, no, I guess not. I guess Sir is... No, Sir was over here, yeah. The signals of an allied unit are not unwelcome, but why did you follow this unit here, Borellian? Well, Jammingway was wanted to, but he was worried about the outburst he did. Well, you've made several concerning comments. Why did you come here? That's a good question. This unit has been analyzing logs originating from M017, alias Stigma 1, alias Sir, for some time now. As Unit M-017, it repeatedly paid visit to the Tree of Life to analyze internal projections. The impetus of these actions were logged as personal reasons. In other words, when its protocols were insufficient, M-017 came here to ponder its next course of action. This unit had hoped that the tree might provide data of use in its current dilemma. No such data has been forthcoming. In retrospect, there is a non-zero possibility that M-017 did not find what it was looking for here either. This unit cannot conceptualize actions outside of its original programming that might lead to its desired conclusion. All simulations of upcoming performance evaluation and in shutdown. The precise value of a future in which this unit carries on operating the cafe in service of our myriad patrons remains unknown, and thus cannot be mathematically comparable to that of a successful evaluation. Nevertheless, this unit's preference remains constant. Does this preference, then, constitute a logical fallacy that must be discarded? Inconclusive. As a military information and operations specialist, this vacillation is most distressing. Further review of the objective reality that the cafe restored hope to multiple once fallen civilizations is not helping. Paradoxically, it appears to make this unit's memory overflow even worse. Why don't you listen to your heart rather than your calculations for once? Yes, happiness will do that. Yeah, let's just ask him to do something illogical. That is impossible. As a mathematical life form, this unit does not possess any such vulnerable organs. Yes, he took it literally. Physically or metaphorically. Unless allied units were correct, and this unit is truly not the same unit it once was. If all life forms reborn in Ultima Thule, including this unit, possess infinite potential in a mathematical sense. Generating new projections. Multi-sim mode initialized. Shutting down auxiliary functions and overclocking processors. Shh. This unit is processing. Warning. Processing load critical. Cannot accept additional inputs. Failure to step away from the unit may result in severe burns. Let's get away from him. Though its state is worrisome, it seems like you will be unable to interrupt N7000's processing queue at present. Perhaps you should bring Jammingway along to kick its bucket. What? Okay. Warning, processor load critical, emergency fans activated, nearby life forms prepare to be roasted. Okay, let's head back to N7000. I mean, not N7000. Jammingway. He's over at the last dregs. This would be slightly faster for me to just fly straight over there. Yeah. Hey, Jammingway, you want to come kick his bucket? All of this worrying is exhausting. Not to mention the yelling. Apologize for that, by the by. What, did you find N7000? Is it alright? Well, it seems to be about to blow up, so, like... I recall seeing this "sir" in the logs. It did seem to have individualistic tendencies, now that you mention it. You know its personal reasons better than I, of course, but it would not be the first nor the last to agonize over its existence. The choice to live is not made just the once, after all. No, I don't think it's a leap, or even a bunny hop. to assume that M-017 struggled with much the same questions of purpose and potential that plague N7000. The Omicrons have very little experience with the self-doubt that comes with facing an indeterminate future. Very little experience with emotions in general, really. Does it not bother you that we've seen no changes in Elysium could be contributed to N7000 and the other staff? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I hadn't thought about that. The Dynamis reacted to my very first burst of hope, and has reliably taken form for every civilization, but not for them. Our Omicrons do have emotions, of that I'm certain. Hope for the future, specifically. Precisely. Should our N7000 then not have the power to shape Dynamis in spades? Look how successful it's been. Personally, I believe it does have that power, but every time it feels a little something, it shoves that emotion away under a pile of numbers and refuses to think about it ever again. It needs to allow itself to feel that joy, that hope, for it to grow and blossom in Elysium. None of this waste of energy, time to die, bollocks. Honestly, doesn't ever think about anything else. Mark my words, I'm going to gather every scrap of joy we've created here and shove it right down its stupid throat. Well, need to be quick if we want to prepare before N7000 finishes processing and finds a way to infuriate me even more. We're certainly not allowing ourselves to shuffle off in its metal coil, today or ever. First, though, we'll need to choose a recipe. Our one guaranteed to remind it of what we've accomplished here at the Last Dregs, and give it a taste of the boundless happiness yet to come. And by that you mean I'm gonna have to eat it and transmit the feelings to him. I'm certain Stigma 4 can dig something out of its database that can represent our culinary achievements, without proving an electrocution hazard. Wait just a moment. You say wait just a moment, and okay, there's Destiny. I thought I was gonna have to run on over to Stigma 4. Oops. It just is slowly moving onto the screen. Looked a bit weird. Thrusters disengaged. N7000 not detected. Awaiting promised explanation. It's quite a long story. We see N7000 got, all emo on us. It's not really that long of a story. Circumstances acknowledged. N7000 logs that transmitted to central database confirm the accuracy of managerial report. Conclusion reached by N7000 also confirmed accurate. Operational protocols are absolute. Completion of mission necessitates permanent hibernation. I don't think I'll ever understand your culture's obsession with productivity. However, running in multi-sim mode for a prolonged period poses unacceptable risks to hardware. Immediate intervention recommended. Ah, not quite the sympathetic response I was looking for, but it'll do. As for your intervention, I propose the presentation of a delicious dish that will bring N7000 back to its senses. What do you think it would like? They don't have taste buds. Invalid input. Preferences are irrelevant to mechanical life forms. What M7000 requires is a refrigerant liquid. So we're gonna give him some Gatorade? A cooling beverage then. I think we can manage that. Can you search your database for local ingredients we might use? N7000 always seemed to know what it was doing, so I've never bothered learning where anything is. Auxiliary information evaluated. Nevertheless, request acknowledged. Scanning database. Ping. Gaseous matter suitable for condensation and subsequent ingestion contained in ovular or samples in Ostacron tria. Approximate coordinates. That. Wonderful! You're a natural at this. Managerial praise is unnecessary. Scanning the database as is well within standard operational protocols. Production of vital liquid such as refrigerants and oils is also standard protocol for logistic matrix. However, cafe operations have repeatedly demonstrated that standard chemical formula are insufficient impetus for the alteration of dynamis. That is where cafe management must intervene. Allied Unit N-7000 is depending on you. Do not fail. Don't you worry, Stigma 4. We would never let our allied units down. I leave the procurement of primary ingredient to you, Brilliant. In the meantime, I'll see what else might be mechanically digestible around here. Okay. Ping! N-7000 coordinates confirmed. Subject remains immobile. Retrieval unit will be dispatched to Ostracon Decahexy momentarily. Alright. Where are we going? Oh, over by the Ia? Head on up there. Gotta fly over east. So we need to get methane eggs. I guess when he said ovular, I thought he meant like oval. Which technically that's oval, but like it's also an egg. Okay, so where are they? Oh, right here. Okay. There's one. There's two. And there's three. Nice. Didn't get an extra one. All right, jamming away. I got your methane eggs. I dare say, Stigma 4 will be dragging in that N7000 back here any moment now. Did you find the ghastly whatsits? Yep, here they are. Emissions ahoy! Now we just need to condense this. Perhaps shake it up with some other bits and bobs for the proper cocktail experience. You know, just shaking, making a couple drinks from methane eggs. I'm sure they smell great. Emergency override command prompt exec chug.cmt. Okay. Beep. Beverage protocols initiated. Please wait. The last dregs. This unit would like to register its confusion. You miserable sack of sockets! Bolthead! Weird looking fork! I'll kick your bucket into the next galaxy, you! Ah, yes. This unit remembers now. Dialogue with the strange life form had reached an impasse, so it withdrew to organize its thought processes in peace. This unit became trapped in a processing loop and overheated, but temperatures are now nominal. As your civilization would say, woo. So you're feeling better. That's the best news I've heard all day. No thanks to you. This unit's circuits are still somewhat muddled. Reviewing event log for flags associated with mission to live. Ping. Results of recalculated projections located. Proceeding to Elysion to confirm. Wait, hold on. That's not what we meant. You can at least explain yourself. It sounds like it's expecting some changes to the dynamis. What sort? I have no idea. After it. Oh, let's head on over to the Elysian, see what changes happened. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, never mind. I just got it wrong. I thought I needed to actually go into Elysian. No. This is how they always do it. Talk to Jammingway, wrap this up. Stigma Force logs confirmed that N7000 came this way. Make haste. Mostly Heartless. A forest? Did N7000 do this? I mean, I guess that's a forest. Give us a very thorough report. Affirmative. As you may have detected, since the birth of Elysion, this unit's self-determination algorithm has been in conflict with its core protocols. This issue has been surprisingly difficult to resolve. The cooling solution that you made, however, enabled this unit to arrive at a conclusion. It is confident in the result of its performance evaluation. First, a thought experiment for allied units. How has this unit transformed the landscape of Elysion, despite its nature as a replicated mechanical life form? The fact that it has a heart? Your nature doesn't matter. Here, now, you are alive. The future was always possible. Now you've made it real. Their strength of heart, I'd say. I like this one better. A future in which the metal warriors came to love the forests of a distant star. It is a bittersweet possibility, but holds a beauty all its own. Thank you, Borellian. This unit will keep your words close to its heart. In the history of the universe, countless possibilities have gone unfulfilled, but it is an error to thus consign themselves to the realm of the impossible. All the Dynamis requires is that we ask, what if? All sentient life forms remain to ask that question, to dream of unrealized futures. This unit cannot agree with the EA's conclusion that the end of the universe is inevitable. Our data proves that miracles happen. Interesting. Took you long enough. Honestly, you gave me quite a fright with that shutdown nonsense. Interesting. Would you miss this unit if it were gone, Jammingway? Jammingway, requesting acknowledgement of warm and fuzzy feelings. Never in a billion years, Boltbrain. Denied. In any case, this unit recognizes the role of the Alphatron star played in cutting the futures of many civilizations short. Together with allied managers, the Omicrons have restored hope to some of such civilizations and assisted in developing Elysion into its current state. The star now teems with life, some of it newly born. Calculations may say that this is sufficient to fulfill this unit's mission, but this unit disagrees. What we have accomplished thus far is a significant step toward a new future for the Omicrons, but not the last. This unit believes in infinite possibilities, beyond the projection capabilities of even Stigma 4. Alongside our allies at the last dregs, we must continue to make them real. We shall atone, and we shall live. A worthy purpose, if you ask me. But you ought to, given that I'm still your business partner. Glad that you acknowledged jamming away. Come to think of it, we've never toasted our achievements, or shared a drink at all. What kind of cafe managers are we? I brought some refrigerant cocktail along with my normal supplies in case someone would need another wake-up call. What do you say we have a picnic? Sure, let's have a picnic. My character just have some carrot juice? Yeah. The last drag's specialty, carrot juice for us, of course. I never go anywhere without it. You know, when I proposed this idea, I was thinking of the cafes on a theories. How the people inside smiled and laughed and spoke of tomorrow. We've been focused on providing our customers with the same experience. Naturally, but that's also what the last dregs is to us, isn't it? Affirmative. This unit would go as so far as to assert that spending time with friends in this fashion is meaningful. They have glass lifting technology, but only for the low breed. This sense of satisfaction is what organic life forms persistently term happiness, is it not? Well, that was nice. In 7000 learned how to love. I mean, have feelings. Kinda. That was the best carrot juice I've had in my whole upward life. That raises several questions, but this unit will... I was thinking I had several questions too. But this unit will restrain itself in favor of thanking Brilliant once again for her assistance in this time of need. This unit apologizes for burdening you with additional shifts. I note that you have yet to apologize to me for the distress you've caused. This unit has been distressed numerous times due to unwarranted screeching from the hyperbole-prone life form, and thus considers us even. Grr, see if I save your sorry scrap metal ever again. Additionally, this unit would prefer that, as business partners, we provide mutual assistance as a matter of course. That is what organic life forms mean by partnership, is it not? So long as you hold your part of the bargain, we're going to keep the last dregs open until the very end of the universe. And beyond. No universe is ending on our watch. Yeah, I mean, if I'm here, we can handle that. Last dregs, reputation up. Your reputation is increased to sworn. Increased sworn reputation with the last dregs. There should be more stuff to get. No, right? So that wraps up the main story, but there's still one more quest after that, which we'll do when I unlock it. But let's go ahead and talk to N598 here and see what we unlocked. We got the mount, of course. Let's go ahead and check it out. I think it's... what is it gonna be? Oh, it's the baby Ia, right? I think so. Ah, I needed that. Oops. Oh, let me, oh well. I'll do that later. Let's see, we got the, let's check out the new mount. Yeah, it's this thing. Go ahead and mark that as those. Yeah, this thing that we used during one of the quests.